Over the years, Hollywood has embraced a wide variety of actors from different backgrounds and languages. Among these talented individuals are a growing number of Spanish-speaking actors who have made their mark in the industry. In this video, we'll explore the journeys of 16 Spanish-speaking actors, focusing on where they learned their craft and the motivations that drove them to become successful in Hollywood. 1. Javier Bardem. Javier Bardem, one of Spain's most renowned actors, comes from a family deeply rooted in the film industry. His mother, Pilar Bardem, was an actress, and his uncle, Juan Antonio Bardem, was a director. Bardem studied painting at Madrid's Escuela de Artes y Oficios, but his love for acting ultimately led him to pursue the family tradition. Acting became his passion after realizing it allowed him to express emotions and connect with people on a profound level. His dedication to the craft drove him to international stardom, earning him an Oscar for No Country for Old Men. 2. Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek, born in Coatzacoalcos, Mexico, initially studied international relations in college. However, her passion for acting pushed her to enroll in acting classes in Mexico City. She rose to fame in Mexican telenovelas but was determined to break into Hollywood. Her decision to move to Los Angeles was driven by a desire to challenge stereotypes of Latina women in film. Despite facing numerous obstacles, her persistence paid off when she starred in Desperado and later produced and starred in Frida, a film that earned her an Academy Award nomination. 3. Gael Garcia Bernal. Gael Garcia Bernal, born in Guadalajara, Mexico, grew up in a family of actors and started acting in telenovelas as a child. His commitment to mastering his craft led him to study at the prestigious Central School of Speech and Drama in London. He wanted to refine his skills and bring a global perspective to his performances. His love for storytelling and the belief that film can impact society motivated him to pursue diverse roles, from Why Do Mama Tambien to The Motorcycle Diaries. Penelope Cruz, hailing from Alcobendas, Spain, originally trained as a dancer. She studied classical ballet at Spain's National Conservatory for 9 years before transitioning to acting. Cruz was inspired to pursue acting after watching Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down by Pedro Almodovar, who later became her frequent collaborator. She attended acting classes in Madrid and quickly became a Spanish film sensation. Her passion for exploring complex female characters and telling untold stories drove her to cross over into Hollywood, where she earned an Academy Award for Vicky Cristina Barcelona. 5. Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas, born in Malaga, Spain, initially dreamed of becoming a soccer player, but an injury at the age of 14 led him to discover acting. He trained at the School of Dramatic Art in Malaga before moving to Madrid to further pursue his career. Banderas found early success in Spanish films, particularly through his collaborations with director Pedro Almodovar. His desire to challenge himself and bring Spanish culture to a global audience motivated him to transition to Hollywood, where he starred in films like The Mask of Zorro and Desperado. 6. Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana, born in New Jersey to a Dominican father and Puerto Rican mother, grew up speaking Spanish at home. She initially studied dance and performed with the Faces Theater troupe, which focused on delivering positive messages to teens. Her background in ballet and theater equipped her with discipline and emotional depth, which she brought to her roles in Hollywood. Saldana's drive to represent strong women of color in film led her to star in major blockbusters like Avatar and Guardians of the Galaxy. 7. Diego Luna. Diego Luna, a Mexico City native, followed in the footsteps of his father, a theater set designer. He started acting in telenovelas as a child, but his breakthrough came with Why Tu Mama Tambien alongside Gael Garcia Bernal. Luna's passion for storytelling and social change led him to co-found the production company Canana Films, which focuses on producing socially relevant content. His Hollywood career has flourished with roles in films like Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and he remains committed to telling Latinx stories on a global stage. 8. Sophia Vergara. Sophia Vergara, born in Barranquilla, Colombia, initially studied dentistry before her modeling career took off, leading her to pursue acting. She learned acting through practical experience, starring in telenovelas and hosting shows in Latin America. Her breakthrough in Hollywood came with Modern Family, where her comedic timing and vibrant personality made her a household name. Vergara's motivation stems from her desire to represent her Colombian roots authentically and break through barriers for Latinas in Hollywood. 9. Benicio Del Toro. Benicio Del Toro, born in Puerto Rico, moved to Pennsylvania as a teenager. Initially, he planned to study law, but switched to acting after taking drama classes at the University of California, San Diego. He furthered his education at the Stella Adler Conservatory in Los Angeles. Del Toro's love for portraying complex, morally ambiguous characters drove him to choose roles in films like Traffic and Che, which earned him an Academy Award and critical acclaim worldwide. 10. Michelle Rodriguez. Michelle Rodriguez, born to a Dominican mother and Puerto Rican father, spent much of her childhood moving between different cultures. She didn't formally study acting, but took screenwriting classes while pursuing her goal of becoming a director. Her breakout role in Girl Fight launched her career, and her tough, resilient on-screen persona, particularly in the Fast and Furious franchise, reflects her drive to challenge female stereotypes in action films. Rodriguez's motivation stems from her desire to portray strong, independent, Latina woman in Hollywood. 11. Edgar Ramirez. Edgar Ramirez, born in Venezuela, originally studied journalism and communications. He became involved in acting after participating in theater productions during his time in university. Ramirez's intellectual curiosity and desire to connect with different cultures led him to embrace acting fully. He pursued a career in international film, which eventually brought him to Hollywood. Known for his roles in Carlos and the assassination of Gianni Versace, Ramirez credits his academic background and love for storytelling as his driving forces in choosing thought-provoking roles. 12. Eva Longoria. Eva Longoria, born in Texas to a Mexican-American family, earned a degree in kinesiology before turning to acting. She studied theater in Los Angeles and worked diligently in smaller roles before her breakthrough on Desperate Housewives. Longoria's passion for empowering Latinas and challenging the underrepresentation of her community in Hollywood motivated her to pursue acting. Beyond her acting career, she is an activist and producer, committed to telling diverse stories from the Latinx perspective. 13. Oscar Isaac. Born in Guatemala and raised in Miami, Oscar Isaac attended the prestigious Juilliard School in New York, where he honed his acting skills. Isaac's decision to study acting at such a high level was driven by his love for storytelling and his belief in the transformative power of film. He became known for his versatility, taking on roles in films ranging from Inside Llewyn Davis to Star Wars. Isaac's motivation comes from his desire to defy stereotypes and show the breadth of Latinx talent in the entertainment industry. 14. Catalina Sandino Moreno. Catalina Sandino Moreno, born in Bogota, Colombia, studied theater in Colombia before moving to New York to attend the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute. Her breakout role in Maria Full of Grace earned her an Academy Award nomination, making her one of the few Latina actresses to receive such recognition. Moreno's motivation stems from her desire to bring authenticity and depth to her characters, particularly focusing on stories about the struggles and triumphs of Latin American women. 15. Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal, born in Chile and raised in the United States, studied acting at New York University's Tisch School of the Arts. His decision to pursue formal training was influenced by his desire to be taken seriously as an actor and his passion for storytelling. Pascal's breakout role in Game of Thrones and subsequent success in The Mandalorian solidified his place in Hollywood. He is driven by the desire to represent Latinx stories and characters on a global platform, challenging Hollywood's traditional casting choices. 16. Rosario Dawson. Rosario Dawson, born in New York to a Puerto Rican and Afro-Cuban family, was discovered at a young age but chose to study acting more formally as her career progressed. Dawson is passionate about activism, and her work in films like Rent and Sin City reflects her desire to play diverse, multifaceted characters. She is motivated by the opportunity to use her platform to speak out on social issues, particularly those affecting Latinx and marginalized communities. These 16 actors have each carved their unique paths in Hollywood, overcoming challenges and stereotypes to achieve international success. Their stories highlight not only their diverse backgrounds, but also their shared passion for storytelling, representation, and challenging the status quo. Each of them, in their own way, has contributed to making Hollywood a more inclusive and dynamic industry. Their commitment to their craft and their communities continues to inspire the next generation of actors from Spanish-speaking backgrounds.